Why are some businesses accepting Pi while major companies ignore it? This is another question I have from Kate Olawale. She has asked the question that why are some businesses accepting Pi coin while major companies are ignoring it? Thank you for your question, Kate Olawale. I appreciate all the questions you have been sending, and this has made me to be more active and doing more research and bringing more responses to you. One of the most frequently cited evidence points in favor of Pi network is that some businesses claim to accept Pi as payment. At the same time, major global companies such as large e-commerce platforms, banks, and multinational retailers do not currently support Pi. This creates a confusing contrast for many pioneers. If Pi coin has real value, why don't major companies accept it? And if it has no value, why do some small businesses accept it? A critical analysis shows that both phenomena can exist at the same time without contradiction. Number one is that the difference between small businesses and major corporations. The most important factor is scale and risk tolerance. Small businesses are characterized by local operation or operating informally. They can experiment easily. They have low compliance requirements. They can change decisions quickly. Often, they rely on community relationships. Major companies, on the other hand, have strict financial compliance systems. They require legal clarity before integration. Most manage global regulatory risk. They require stable liquid payment rails. They cannot afford reputational or financial risk. So the difference is not necessarily belief in Pi's value. It is risk management and infrastructure requirements. Number two is that why small business may accept Pi. There are several realistic reasons why smaller merchants experiment with Pi payments. Number one of that is marketing advantage. Accepting Pi can attract attention from pioneers and community members. For some businesses, this is simply a marketing strategy. Customer acquisition is another reason. If a local community of Pi users exists, accepting Pi may bring new customers, even if the currency is later converted or negotiated. Another reason is low opportunity cost. Small businesses can afford to experiment with alternative payment methods because the downside risk is limited. Then informal or peer-based pricing. In some cases, Pi acceptance may not follow strict market pricing, but instead be based on negotiated value. Speculative expectation. Some merchants accept Pi in the hope that it may increase in value in the future. Importantly, none of these reasons necessarily prove that Pi is widely usable as a currency. They often reflect experimentation rather than full financial integration. Why major companies ignore Pi? Large corporations typically require several conditions before adopting any new payment system. Regulatory clarity. They need assurance that the asset complies with financial laws in multiple countries. Liquidity assurance. They must be able to convert received payments into stable fiat currency quickly. Then also another reason is price stability. Volatile assets are unsuitable for pricing goods and services. Then we also have infrastructure integration is another reason. Payment systems must integrate with global accounting, taxation, and banking systems. Another reason is proven demand beyond niche users. Companies require evidence that customers outside a small community actually demand the payment method. At present, Pi network does not meet these conditions at a global corporate level. The key economic principle, accepting value stability. A common misunderstanding is assuming if a business accepts Pi, then Pi must have strong economic value. However, acceptance alone does not guarantee stability or liquidity. Businesses can accept almost anything if they can immediately convert it, or they treat it as promotional, or they are experimenting with new payment methods. True currency status requires consistent pricing power, reliable conversion, broad adoption, low transaction friction. Without this, acceptance is limited and conditional. Now, what is the role of speculation and community on the Pi network and its accessibility? In emerging crypto systems, early adoption often happens within communities before external markets respond. This leads to internal circulation within pioneers, localized merchant acceptance, community-driven pricing systems. However, this type of economy is often closed loop, meaning value circulates within the same group. External demand remains limited. Price discovery is weak or inconsistent. Major companies typically wait until an asset demonstrates external economic demand, not just internal circulation. Now, let's look at the visibility bias problem. Social media often amplifies the perception of adoption. For example, a few businesses accepting Pi are widely shared. Thousands of businesses not accepting Pi are invisible. They don't share that one. This creates a perception gap where adoption appears larger than it actually is. In economic terms, visible adoption does not always equal scalable adoption. Strategic experiment versus economic integration. It is important to distinguish between experimentation. In experimentation, small merchant testing new payment methods, informal acceptance, community-driven transaction, and let's compare with integration. In integration, payment processes supporting the system, supporting the asset, accounting systems recognizing it, global merchants pricing goods in it, banking systems interoperating with it. Pi is currently closer to experimentation stage than full economic integration. Now, let's look at the balanced interpretation. The coexistence of small businesses, business adoption, and major company rejection does not automatically prove either success or failure. It suggests early stage at the ecosystem development, uneven adoption, unresolved economic fundamentals, ongoing uncertainty about long-term utility. This is typical for many emerging digital assets before full market validation. What will change the situation? For major companies to start accepting PiCoin, several things would need to happen. Strong liquidity on major exchanges, stable pricing mechanisms, clear regulatory approval in key markets, high transaction volume outside the Pi community, reliable payment infrastructure, demand from non-pioneer users. Until these conditions are met, large-scale adoption is unlikely. I would like to conclude in responding to your question by saying that some businesses accept Pi because they can experiment, attract attention, or engage a niche community at low risk. Major companies ignore Pi because they require stability, liquidity, regulatory clarity, and proven external demand. The difference is not necessarily about belief or disbelief in PiCoin's future. It is about risk tolerance and financial infrastructure requirements. Ultimately, the question is not why some businesses accept Pi. The more important question is, can Pi evolve from community-based acceptance to global integrated financial infrastructure? Until that transition happens, adoption will remain uneven and fragmented rather than universal. So this is the response to your question, and I believe that you have gained value from the answer I have given. So if that is Kate asked this question, that why are some people accepting, small people accepting Pi, and then the big players are not accepting Pi? Kate Olawale, I want to thank you again for your question, and I want to say other people that have questions should send in their questions, and I'm going to respond to do my research and respond to the question in like manner. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, share link on this video with family and friends, and keep coming back for more. I'm organizing a free forex training for forex traders which is going to start from July 1 to July 21. Say 21 day, we start from beginning to advanced level from July 1 to July 21. Every day, you are going to be in class learning. So if you're interested, let me know, and then I'm going to get in touch with you. I'll leave the link to that training in the comment section and in the description section.